Now, today I want to talk about the Heliocor again, and then specifically about the video that I made a few months ago. Surprisingly or not, that video did get a lot of complaints, especially when I said that the Heliocor wasn't as good as the wall. People said things like, "Oh, look at the stats, they're nearly the same," and one fella actually went as far as to explain as to how I got it all wrong. So for now, I actually listened to them, and now I'm going to show you how they got it all wrong.
This is the Inglorious Test Center. Built entirely from argon crystal, it's the perfect place to test a weapon to its limits.
Now, as you can see, there are no bugs, no irritating squad mates, and above all, there is no lag. Only thing is that we have to rebuild it every 24 hours, but that's just a minor thing.
Now allow me to show you how we test our stuff here.
As you can see, we have a set of enemies. Yes, they are corrupted, but they're basically all the enemies you'd meet on a regular mission. Then what we do is we take a weapon, like this one, and use it to kill all the enemies. The less time it takes for the weapon to complete this test, the better it is.
But there's a problem.
And that has got to do with the producers of the show. They told me that they were fed up, that there was already so much criticism before the show had even started. And they told me something that I wasn't going to do any of the tests, ever.
They were concerned I would fool around with mob builds and levels.
And as you all know, that's something I would never think of doing. Sometimes. But who is going to test our weapons then?
Luckily, the producers had thought of that.
They told me to come to the dojo at exactly 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know why it's so dark either. Anyway, I think it's supposed to be here, where I've got to be. And this should be where our tester is. Hello? Oh wow. It seems as though the rumors are true. Dressed in white, they say he has risen from the salty tears of the community. Does it even speak? Hello? They say it can take any shape of any warframe, but it prefers to be a limbo. Which is odd, really odd. Also, it doesn't have any definition of mods, and all the weapons it has are level 30. Just because he doesn't do leveling. He just gets them maxed out already. So, sir? Will you test our weapons for us?
And I'm delighted to tell you that he will test our weapons for us, as long as we pay him in ammo drums. Anyway, let's find out how well the Heliocor actually does and whether my statement holds true. That's why we will go out on the track with our mysterious tester to find out how well it does when we set it up against our enemies. Let's take a look. And there we go, right up the first enemy, which is a nullifier, and oh my god, that is gone! That is toast just like that butcher! Okay, coming up to the MOA, and this is taking longer, but he's finished the MOA as well. That's where we hire him for. There we go, the next crewman, and this is taking quite a while. This is really taking long. We see the Heliocor shining again. As I said, it may seem very good at times, but there are also times in which it's just, not really interesting at all. There we go, final two enemies. Let's go to the healer. Can the Heliocor redeem itself for the time it has lost? Killing that crewman. It's done recently with the ancient healer. Now it's time for the heavy gunner. We're gonna find out what its time is after it's killed this enemy. Then the timer will stop. Can it make it? Let's see what it has done. Now let's take a look at the board where it's gonna rank itself on. We can see that if we take a look at the melee weapons, we can see that the Broken War is on the top of the board with 37.49 seconds. Followed by the War with a 39.22 seconds. And all last is the Dark Split Sword with 54.69 seconds. Yes, we went out of our way to test these weapons as well, so we can see where the Heliocor ends up. Now, we've done a couple of tests, and this was, in the end, the best run. So, We're gonna find out. The Heliocor did it in 57.47 seconds, and that makes it the slowest weapon, aka the worst weapon we've had on our show until now. Now I should say that these weapons are pretty good. If you take a look at the War and the Broken War, and if you take a look at the Dark Split Sword, it is more or less a weapon like the Heliocor. So that they average about the same time, that isn't anything surprising. And as I said, the War is just a better weapon. You should just believe me when I tell you so.